right, welcome to Big Purpose Mastermind Evening Edition. I'm your host, Scott Wilhite. Tried to go live this morning and for some reason had total camera trouble, so it took me a little while to get back to this. If you're joining this live, give me a hashtag live. So glad to see you here. And if you're joining this in the replay, it doesn't matter if it's morning or night, right? You get the replay. Anyway, if you are here for the first time, let me tell you what Big Purpose Mastermind is all about. It is for anyone who feels they have a calling, a mission, a life's work to accomplish, something that I would call a big purpose. And you're trying to figure out how to do that. Well, in this mastermind series, we look at some of those masters of influence, people who have gone on to achieve great things and who are helping a lot of people. And we kind of dissect what they are doing or what they have done that has helped them get their message out. So this week, of course, Shetty week, really awesome stuff. Oh, so excited to look at him and kind of evaluate him as a case study on all of the amazing things that he is doing and how he is helping people. So let me actually just give you a rundown of Shetty week. And so you kind of know what's going on. And anyway, you can jump in anytime. Okay, so today is, let's see, okay, so yesterday we talked about his origin story. This was really cool. If you didn't see that, make sure you go back. You can go to schoolofhumanity.tv to catch the episode for free, or just, find it on my Facebook channel. But here we talk about his origin story. He started out as this rebellious kid who was trying to figure life out. And one of the things that he found was that the people that he admired, the CEOs and the marketers and the people who had achieved fame and money, he looked at their lives and he realized, oh my goodness, I don't really want to be like them because they're not happy, they're miserable, and you get them out of the spotlight and they're kind of horrible. And so, but he found this monk who was living this incredible life, but who had given up jobs at Google and Microsoft, and yet he was living this life of peace and contentment. And so he started to learn from him. He took all of his vacations. He would go and study with this monk. So anyway, he's got an amazing origin story. Think about like Superman, Spider-Man, how they came to be. His origin story is absolutely amazing. And then who he became or who is becoming is this amazing motivational person who shares wisdom in ways that goes viral and helps many people. So anyway, you want to go back and see that. Today, we're going to talk about overcoming obstacles, which I think is just absolutely perfect. Since I had so many camera problems today, we are overcoming that obstacle to come to you now. Okay, so with that, we'll jump into that in just a minute. We're going to talk tomorrow about how he is using video to accomplish his big purpose. We're going to talk the next day on his innovative video strategies. And on Friday, we're going to close it out with clarity on who he is serving. So depending on where you are in your journey and figuring out, what is your message or who you are, what your identity is, or who it is you're serving, hopefully you'll find things all week that will be able to help you. Just real quick, if you have missed any previous sessions, either with him or any of our great, amazing masters of influence, Mel Robbins, Marie Forleo, Les Brown, Meg Johnson, holy cow, just go to schoolofhumanity.tv and you can get those episodes for free. Okay, so I want to share the quote of the day. And this is a new quote to me, but I loved it. It really connected with me. I'm going to... Well, yeah, you kind of see it. It gets a little cropped off there. But this quote says, most people don't want accurate information. They want validating information. Growth requires you to be open to unlearning ideas that previously served you. This is by James Clear. That to me just is kind of one of those mind-blowing ideas that, yeah, we're always looking for that validating information, that validating, evidence that shows that what we believe is really true. And yet that belief system may not be serving us anymore, especially if we are looking to create abundance or something that hasn't existed before. So be willing to unlearn some things that you have learned before. Okay, hopefully that's helpful. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is... Get that. Sorry, Siri wants to talk to us. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is just my framework for, and this is what everyone follows, not that they know about this in advance, but those that are making a great difference in the world, are seen as trusted sources. You can be the trusted source. You are the expert in certain things, life experiences that you've had. And when you go and you help the next person back, that's when you're really living your purpose. You're making a connection to mankind, to other people. And anyway, a great way to do that is to be that trusted source. And it starts with the giving economy. Actually, I don't have this on this slide, but on another slide, the giving economy is about serving. It's about helping other people. And actually, I guess you get this with serve, sell, and scale. But that's how you become a trusted source. That's how you really connect with people, is when you show up because you've got great things to offer them, and you can pull them out of the mire that they're stuck in. And often where they're stuck is where you were just stuck just a little while ago. So anyway, being in the giving economy and serving is just such a wonderful way to live. Okay, so I want to share with you how. Okay, so in looking at Jay Shetty and overcoming obstacles, in some of our people that we've evaluated, we have looked at how they have overcome obstacles and how they've gotten out of the mire and the muck that they were in. Well, with this one, like Jay is just phenomenal in how he is helping people in their problems. And generally, this is relationship problems. It seems like his focus is really on people who are trying to figure out relationships and find lasting happiness. And really, if you don't have great relationships, you don't have happiness. I mean, that's not really true, because you can be happy without it, but boy, we need those relationships. This one is titled, "If You're Confused Who Your Friends Really Are." What's really cool about this, actually, I'm not going to spoil that. I'm going to share with you some of his video, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what he's doing remarkably here. The very first thing that I will tell you is that he sets this up as a dramatic story. He actually films a story. And so I'm going to share just a little bit of his video, and we'll start right now. Maybe that was a little too loud. Hopefully you can hear it though. Okay.
Hey, how are you feeling? You took a pretty bad hit. Well, look, the doctor's going to be in to see you shortly, okay? In the meantime, we couldn't find any family on record, so we went ahead and notified your friends.
Okay, I'm going to just stop it there. But look at the film quality here. Look at the storytelling that he does. He sets up this scene where somebody just out of the blue has this crazy accident that knocks her into the hospital. They get her cell phone and they can't find family, so they contact her friends. This is all about this story that he's pursuing here, or this lesson that he is looking to teach, is helping people understand truly who their friends are. And in telling this story, he's able to let us go into it and experience that. Actually, I'm just going to show you this real quick. The impact income formula is struggle, story, solution bridge, system, and stage. You follow those 5 steps and you can truly connect with your audience. You see in their story, but rather than just talk about this story, he shows it, he demonstrates it, and gets people involved. I'm just going to, because I'm not going to play his whole thing. I want you to be able to experience this as well. So just go to If You're Confused Who Your Friends Really Are on Jay Shetty's channel. You'll be able to watch this whole thing. Anyway, he has a guy come in and they have this kind of awkward conversation, and it feels really awkward. And then he leaves, and then she pulls out her phone and she calls a friend. Let's play the friend part. Here we go. Dialing. Almost dialing. Okay, she's calling Jessica. Here we go. Jessica answers while she's driving.
Hey. Dude, something happened. I'm in the hospital.
Yeah, I heard it was bad.
Oh. You know what happened?
Yeah, sorry, I've been busy. I'm not really good with that kind of stuff. But I have to go, okay?
Anyway, so you can see she doesn't have a really great experience with this friend who just kind of ditches her. Anyway, Jay does a great job setting up this story of, something that could possibly happen, and then uses that to then do a little bit of teaching. So I'm just going to jump into where he's doing his teaching. And what I find remarkable about this, I'm going to move forward. Okay, there you go. Is he speaks right to the camera. And I love his blue eyes. He's got the most amazing, mesmerizing eyes. He just looks right into your soul and shares the things from his heart, shares the things that he learned. Some of this was when he was a monk and really learning peace and learning how to deal with things. So I'm just going to play a little bit of this.
Situations where we realize who cares and who doesn't. There's a beautiful poem that expresses how people in our lives are like parts of a tree. You have the leaves, the branches, and the roots.
Isn't he great?
The people that are like leaves on a tree leave. They were only meant to be in our lives for a temporary period of time. Leaves, like most friendships, are amazing in the beginning, but take more than they're willing to give.
Okay, I'm going to stop it there. He does such an amazing job just really connecting with your soul, sharing the things that he's learned, sharing poems, sharing stories, sharing ideas, sharing thoughts, really getting you to think about some things and consider maybe some new belief systems on what you have previously believed. Again, I'm just going to throw in that quote before. I'm going to squeeze it just a little bit. But that quote that said, here we go, people don't want accurate information, they want validating information. Growth requires you to be open to unlearning ideas that previously served you. He's helping you challenge some of your belief systems now by observing how things really are. Okay? He's just doing such an amazing job helping people overcome obstacles of loneliness and doubt and discouragement and unfulfilling relationships. Okay, this is just a really beautiful way of doing that. And then I will tell you another cool thing that he did with this is that he has this story in a series. And so when you get to this is like part 2 or part 3 of a 5-part series. And so as you learn this story and you look at this little aspect of life, he then takes you to another key in the story and look at that aspect. Anyway, to me, I think that's just such a remarkable way to help people overcome their obstacles using the power of story, and not just telling story, but creating a dramatic narrative around that. And then I think it's remarkable the way he dissects that and talks to you as he evaluates what's going on in that person's story. The beautiful part about story is when we watch really good stories or listen or hear stories, if it's good, we recognize it speaks to our soul, because stories are metaphors for life. And when we can see ourselves in other people's stories, it helps us with our choices. It helps us, make decisions in our lives and hopefully make life better. So I think he is doing a remarkable job with that. Again, I think he is one of those masters of influence that we truly want to look at, we want to evaluate, we want to model after. So if you have missed previous episodes of Big Purpose Mastermind, just go to schoolofhumanity.tv. You can see Meg Johnson, Les Brown, Marie Forleo, and many others as we look at them and see what they are doing. Hopefully that helps you have encouragement as to what you can do. Yes, you have a purpose. Yes, you have a calling, a mission, a life's work to accomplish, and you can absolutely do this. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of encouragement for the day. And with that, I want you to now go out and make life better.